It has wheels, but it looks like a house.
Ah, who are you? What are you doing here? You couldn't pick a worse time. Everyone worth talking to is long gone. What's that? Around your neck? That's a pendant. You're wearing a pendant. My God, I've read about those. A pendant, a burner, 5 memories, 1 for each sense. Who did you make the pendant with? And who lost the memories, you or her? I see. And what was something you burned? You burned an imprint of your hand and a memory. Interesting ritual. Similar to what we do here, but different. Yeah, why do I? Your mind will make it into the next season intact. You're protected by 5 senses, 5 lost memories. What about everyone else? You ever think about that? Well, I don't need one. I'll be right here until the flood takes me. The first days of a new season are just so damn hopeful. Feeling that kind of hope again would kill me. I'd rather drown. Of course, of course. Few things are as painful. I told you I read about them. Look at you, protected. The rest of the world is not so lucky. Me, the people you've met on your way here, nobody else is protected. You think everyone makes it into a new season intact? Tell that to the boys face down in the parking lot. You know things are about to change. I can tell. A collective pendant to protect a group instead of one person. You're welcome to try. My memories are all over the shrine. You can have them, destroy them, whatever you want. Asking an old monk to invent a new ritual. Let me die in peace. Music in the air, I hear it. You want a memory, then, for your... what do you call it? Collective pendant. Ah, something about hearing this at breakfast. Cooking breakfast, listening to this. Is that enough of a memory? I guess I won't forget it now. I'll forget it when the flood comes. That old doll. What is that? Touch? Everybody had that doll. A tourist left that behind. I don't know why I kept it. I knew they'd never come back. But the life the kid imagined into this piece of fabric, I can still... Who was that child? Why is this doll? Sometimes I try to imagine them and memory flows. It can even run uphill. That fruit is an acquired taste, but go ahead, try it. Do you like the taste? The first time, yes. I remember long ago when I was a beautiful human being sneaking into the orchards with another boy before we knew what was romantic and what wasn't. Stealing those fruits, pretending to love the taste, pretending to love the taste and pretending not to love each other. Both of us pretending, smiling and laughing until it became true. Oh, he was a tourist, that boy. Left me heartbroken like so many others. Do I love the taste of the fruit now? I don't know. What choice do I have? That smell. The bark of the esto tree. I married couples underneath that tree. One day the tree was struck by lightning. An old couple came to see me. They'd been married under the tree long before I was a monk. They thought it was a bad omen for their marriage, but they were so old. They'd been married for so long, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. We turned the remains of the tree into this incense. I told the couple to burn the incense, that it would help. Oh, they were relieved. An old ritual turned into a new one. Maybe that's what you're trying to do here. I remember seeing lights like these in the forest one. It was Manches, the famous singer. The only time I ever got to see him sing. But my eyes were on the crowd, seeing their faces in electric light, the joy of it. I grew up in a time when we thought our lives could be connected by electricity. How could we hate each other when we all loved the same person? The brief, beautiful delusion that the world was knitting itself together. He dies, the war starts, a season ends. Did I tell you already? Hope is the most painful thing in the world. That's 5. 5 memories, 5 senses.
An old monk surrounded by his memories. Is this a shrine to a god? Or is it a shrine to his past?
My name is Easel. I was the last monk of Tiang Valley. I never finished my exams to be a monk, but I'm the only one left. I took becoming a monk for granted because I grew up around them. I'm sure you've met a few people so far on your travels. What will you write about me? That's true, but I was once a scared little boy. I was orphaned by the war. The monks found me on the coast, wandering alone. Sonia, the head monk, took care. I saw things I shouldn't have. She helped me erase those memories. If I had any memories of my family, I lost them too. But at least I didn't wake up screaming anymore. I was so afraid of accidentally calling her Mom. She was the head monk, even before she ended the war. Sonia was an imposing figure. I slept, I forgot, and I grew. The soldiers came to the valley. Sonia hated the war for taking my family like it took so many others. The most powerful prayers are always made out of death. She figured out how to amplify our sleep prayer. A prayer that could end a season. No one had ever done anything like that. She sent me to the coast to turn on the light posts, to signal that the season would end soon. I used to go to the light posts alone, just to dream about to dream about being born in another season, to die, to imagine a life where I wasn't afraid to have hope. I'd like you to have one of these photos, to carry it with you to wherever you're going. These lights out on it's a solemn task to turn them on, and it's not too late. They've shut off the power. Won't be long now. Imagine the waves rolling in here. The water so deep that light won't reach us. I should pray one last time. We should both pray. Right now. Your pendant, the sacrifice your mother made to keep you safe. It might be possible to pass on this blessing, to divide its power among the people you've met on your journey, to shepherd them into the next season. For a truly strong player, we would need to use up the power of your pendant. I'm not sure it would work. It's never been done before, but I know it would weaken your pendant. In that case, nobody would be protected. Before you light the candle, I want you to think hard about if you want to do this. Do you want to pass on this blessing, or will you continue your role as a vessel of memory? I can feel the memory, senses, and energy in the air. I have not prayed with any great purpose in so long. Let's set our minds to it. Pray with me. We sink these words into the fragile earth to accompany lost souls. Listen to the record of our lives spinning and the old woman tapping her foot to the music. Taste the fruit we stole from the orchard and pretend to love the taste until you truly do. Feel the fabric of a lost doll. Smell the incense of an old evening sun, the caretaker prayer, the scent of the woods and the wedding tree. Turn your eyes to the colored lights. The faces in the crowd are the faces of your children. We offer this prayer on behalf of our companions. Let them find themselves with senses warm and ready for the life of the season to come. You have the sounds of the moment. The moment is already past. We've done all we can. I need to take you out of this place. It can't end here. Let's go.
I never saw him that way. I was there. I saw it. Firsthand.
The true end of the Tiang Valley was not the flood coming. It was when these people would go their separate ways. At the last possible moment, I saw them as a community. Without the protection of my pendant, I felt even closer to them. Whatever happens, we're all in it together. The Grey Hand arrived. He had what he called passports for everyone. He said they were supposed to have a photo, but that his camera was broken and he wanted to use mine. I saw in these little papers the beginning of a new world. He asked me if I could help him. I had only one moment to decide. I said, yes. The Grey Hand thanked me. He gave me a pin and told me their new name would be Floral Path. The monk said he felt like driving all night.
Listen closely. The road behind you leads to the coast. There's an old warning system on the beach. An emergency light that can be seen from the other side of the ocean. You can warn the rest of the world about the change of season. All you have to do is turn it on. It was built to survive anything. I'm sure it still works. Do you understand? I've been thinking about that. I have this idea to turn my van into a shrine. For every sermon I preach, I'll listen to 10. And you will remember everything. You will survive everything. Rest transparent in the spirit that gives you rise. Farewell.